Hey guys, welcome back to the series. Quite a few clips this week. The video is late because I was expecting a delivery yesterday and it never came. But the good news is this should be my last video ever on this laptop, so that's good. But up ahead, not such good news for the Porsche. I'm going to try and sideswipe the BMW, I want to say, in front of him. Not going to work out too well for him. And then coming in at 9, speaking of not working out too well, we've got John coming to the end of this race here, and this is very similar to Off-Candler's clip from, I think, last week. We put it on the curb there, except John is going to go into the pits a lot faster, and that was right at the end of the race. And then coming in at number 8, what could go wrong when you try to ram the heaviest vehicle possibly in the history of Forza? I mean, you can't fault the determination, but you can fault a lot of the attempts. I mean, it's one thing to hit the guy and fail, it's another thing to miss entirely when this thing is so poor around the corners. But he's not giving up. He's failed 3 times in about 3 corners, and then he's going to try one more time. He's not too happy with 3 failures. He's going to try and pick up a 4th one. He's indeed going to manage that. And then coming in at number 7, we've got John back going for an extremely sneaky double overtake there. It almost worked out for him until he started getting tagged here, and he's going to have quite a severe sim twitch there. And then in his efforts to try and recover, he's going to end up, crashing into another car, which the game thought was avoidable contact, maybe judging by his overtake, but I don't think it goes that far back. Anyway, we're on Long Beach for the next clip, and this is really why they should remove this tire wall from Forza, because it just claims so many victims that wouldn't otherwise happen if it was just a solid wall. And then coming in at number 5, we've got Doritos are yum. I tend to agree with that. But this guy up ahead is celebrating 4th place a bit too much. And yeah, he's going to end up surrendering 4th place. And then coming in at 4, we've got Amos Andrew actually playing Forza. This is the first time I think I've ever seen him play Forza. But he's got a lot of damage from the guy behind him. He's trying to keep it in the straight line. It's not quite happening. And then going around the corner, there's not much you can do there. The other guy is going to end up going into the tire wall, trying to avoid Andrew, and it was really only his own fault. And then we've got this CRX cutting the corner and just side swiping there, as you do. And then into this last corner, it's not going to be the place where there is the incident. Now, I don't know if this guy's going for a mad dive bomb or if he's just a hellacious driver. But anyway, he's going to send it on the inside, keep it buried, and end up into the wall. So look at that throttle. He's still on the throttle pretty much the whole way, even though you can see there is a tire wall coming up. Top class driving there. And then coming in at 2, we've got Gunner. Now, this is his alternate account, and these guys up ahead are going side by side, which can be a lot of fun, except the Mustang, he's determined to get the apex. He's like, if I'm not having this apex, no one's having this apex, and they're both going to go into the tire wall. And then coming in at number 1, we've got this clip from John. No relation to JSR John as far as I'm aware. Now, at the end of the straight here, these 3 guys are going to be very, very close together. And of course, we have got that chicane coming up here. And John is actually in the prime position now, even though he's a couple hundred meters behind. As these guys all take each other out, all 3 of them end up buried in the tire wall. So you just love to see it. We've got some bonus clips, but before we get into those, if you enjoy the video and you'd like to leave a comment, go ahead and join the engagement gang, like the 3 legends on screen right now. If you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell to stay notified. But next up, this one tells a story of its own, so I'm going to be quiet.
Losing control of the stick.
I mean, I was pretty proud of that one, so I hope you enjoyed it. But we've got some Crew 2. This is the most Crew 2 gameplay I've ever seen. And we've got a McLaren trying to take out the Mustang here. Now, it's a pretty sad existence when you're ramming in free roam in the Crew. Now, this guy's, he's failed already, being duped out the way, and then he's going to try again. And yeah, I think he's given up now. He's going to go and play Fortnite. So he's had enough of the Crew. And then we've got Craviator and FT testing here for 24 hours of Le Mans. And Craviator is going to go a little bit wide on the curb, which is going to, well, let's hope that didn't happen in the race. And then this happened to me very shortly before that, a few days before. And yeah, not quite as bad. But anyway, going into the second corner at the Red Bull Ring, you don't want to go too wide, let alone 3 wide, as they all take each other out and hand Andrew a pretty easy win. And then to end up, we've got some project cars. I mean, that was an interesting ramming attempt. The guy in the red car is a determined chap. You can't fault that. He's going to try again and fail again. He's 0 for 2. And then coming into the final corner here, going to try once more. You're going to have to wash the mirrors for this one as he goes off into the tyre wall. Contemplates playing Fortnite again. So yeah guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, go ahead and leave a like. If you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you very much to my patrons who you're seeing on screen right now. If you'd like to join them, the link is up here and in the description. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys for what I hope is a very special next video.